What's going on, guys? Hey, we're back. We got a couple of cool ones. This is a clip of a little bunker assault, but I thought it was really cool. It's very short. It's only a minute and a half. And then we got a video from the Jolly Roger team, which is a part of an SSO unit that we have watched multiple times on this channel. It's the SSO unit with the chevron with the what is it? It's a seahorse. You guys tell me every time, and I forget every time which SSO unit that is. Maybe sixth. I don't remember. Um, but we're gonna watch this. Very cool stuff. Do me a favor, please like, share, subscribe. You guys, we are on our way to 50,000 subs. Every time somebody likes or comments or shares this video, it helps pump pump the video through the algorithm, which gets more eyes on what's going on here in Ukraine. And we talk a lot, in my opinion at least, we talk about a lot of important stuff, not only just the what we consider the cool stuff, more educational stuff, but also, well, the cool stuff, but we also cover more educational stuff and kind of bring to light certain issues that otherwise aren't seen as often in mainstream media, including the fact that now there are confirmed over 24 civilians killed in Kiev, over 50 injured from the 1,600 munitions fired into Ukraine over the last couple of days. Granted, 1,600 munitions, that's a mixture of mostly drones and some ballistic missiles. To only have a casualty count of less than 100 is still pretty incredible. That's how you know the interception rate was pretty dang good. But still, any civilian loss of life, any loss of life, um, civilian wise or in general, really is awful. So, anyways, the reason I say that is because there's still a lot of talk about Trump and the U.S. saying, I think we're really close to coming to an agreement with Ukraine and Russia. No, they're not. Please do not buy into that sentiment, man. They've been saying this same thing twice a year, every year since the beginning of the invasion. Once around springtime, once around wintertime. It's a cycle, man. We're getting really, really close. We're getting really close. Nothing happens because obviously, and nothing will happen as long as Putin is living. Point blank, period, full stop. That's something your mainstream media won't ever tell you, but the war will not end unless Putin is gone. The reason I say that is because Ukrainians are not going to give up their land willingly. Russians will not leave the territory unless Putin makes that order. Putin will not make that order. The war will continue until, and mark my words on this might not, I hope it ends tomorrow, right? And they give back their territory. Russia gives back Ukrainian territory, and that's that. But it's not realistic, and people aren't looking for an end to the war here in Ukraine. People are looking for justice and getting their land back. There's this huge misconception I see, especially in Western media, where they think all Ukrainians are begging for an end to the war. Please end this war at any cost, please. No, dude. They want their land back. They want Russians out of Ukraine, and they want to know that there's security guarantees that Russia will never, ever, ever do this again. And they're willing to fight longer for it. Guaranteed. Anyways, that was a long intro, man. But like I said, we got some important stuff going on here, man. So, hey, do me a favor, please like, share, subscribe. I already said that. I'm thrown off now, dude. It's the fundraiser. We got John and Patrick's drone fundraiser still going on.
Hello everyone from Different Breed. My name is John from Sweden. This is Patrick from Norway. We've been in Ukraine for 4 years now. We are transitioning into drones and we're taking drone classes right now, and we need your help. We are launching a fundraiser for controllers, ground station cables, antennas and goggles. We're very thankful for all you guys' help up until this point. It means a lot to us. And a lot of the work we've been doing down here wouldn't be possible without you guys' help. So we truly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And Slava Ukraini! Героям слава!
If you're willing and able to help these guys get up and active with their drone team, and then they'll start sending us some footage so you can see where your money is going. consider helping these guys out. Okay, I'm sorry. It was a long one. Okay, don't yell at me in the comments. I already know, Mr. Dude, who only comes here to see Russians' heads explode, is like, why are you waffling, mate? Why are you waffling all the time, mate?
Пусти! Кидай свою! Кос! Криші! Я кидаю свою!
I just wanted to point out their communication right here. Two-man assaults, as we discuss, happen very regularly. And he says, control, basically. He tells his buddy to control the entrance while this guy preps a grenade, and then watch when the guy who's currently shooting runs out of ammo. Watch. Buddy realized there's nobody controlling entrance, dropped his frag, rifle up, high ready, like, pfft, good work.
Готовий? Готов! Давай, быстрее. Привет, нахуй!
I just realized that's an IN on his, what looks to be an EOTech optic. The IN stands for the idea of a nation, which is Azov's insignia. The symbol that people like to compare to the swastika, that IN. Also, I wanted to point out one more thing too. This is a cool clip, dude. This move he does with the frag grenade is a pro move, and he pops the spoon out. He lets the spoon fly off, lets the fuse go, the spoon fly off, basically cooks the grenade, and then throws it. That is definitely a pro move with a frag grenade. Usually you'll see people pull the pin, throw the whole thing. This guy pulled the pin, let the spoon go, cooked it, threw it in. Watch. Spoon.
Привет, нахуй!
Yeah.
Готовий? Корос присудив! Стайр, контрсектор! Готовий! Заходжу! Давай! Чисто! Заряджай! Давай! Готовий, рух далі! Сарь, пішли!
I would love to find this full video. I don't know. I found this on X. It just says it's from Archive Tactical. It just says the Snow Jungle. I mean, the Snow Jungle Combat. So, anyways, so this, you guys, this is the unit I was talking about. Well, this is SSO. This logo down here, I believe, is the 144th SSO, 144 SSO. But this says Group 73, Jolly Roger Team. Let's watch. These guys.
В самому началі, коли пітери прорвалися, зайшла колона 224 одиниці.
Okay, we need subtitles, sorry. Is this a Die Hard t-shirt, dude? That is sick.
Зайшла колона 224 одиниці. Це тоді ще ми з кінтом, ще не будучи військовослужбовцями, там нічого, просто взяли одну стволку і 3 патрони і погнали. Грохнули першого піда, Отжали там трохи оружия, і потім 22 дня ми кончали їх.
Изначально був рух опору, потім після руху опору була інша частина там ССОшна в Києві, і вже потім вже перевівся в 73-ку.
До повномасштабної війни служив в Нацгвардії. Ну, там 2 контракти, там 3 роки, рік. Да. Потім перед повномасштабним вторгненням з дружиною виїхали працювати там, ну, до Польщі на завод LG. Попрацювали там місяць, почалась повномасштабна війна. Там, я кажу, все, ми їдемо, там, пацани мої всі там кінти воюють. Все це. Вернулися у Львів, зустрів кінта, він каже, не хочеш, там бойову групу в ССО, кажу, та да, все. Да, і так оформився і попав в сили спеціальних операцій.
So for our, I heard somebody say this in a YouTube video recently. They said for our audio listeners, people who put this on the background and just listen, she kind of explains what they just covered in the subtitles. So just real quick, guys, these guys sounds like they were a part of some kind of resistance fight, probably out in the Donbass region, where in 2014 Russia came in and basically stole part of Donbass and Crimea. But then full scale, or a little bit before, a year before the full scale invasion broke out, these guys joined the National Guard, specifically 73rd group, which is Jolly Roger units, this unit. Also before that, this guy said him and his wife moved to Poland. When the war started, he said, all my boys are fighting. I got to go back. That's when he went back. And now they were all in the official Jolly Roger unit.
Коли ми там не на роботі, да, там можемо між собою там скутися там друг друга, там, ну, під'їбувати то все одно. А коли ми на роботі, ну, все йде так, як треба. Чітко, злагоджений радість.
90% особового складу групи – це люди цивільні. Тобто кожен, ну, мислить там по-своєму. Кожен з свого боку там щось пропонує, щось краще. І потім це ми об'єднуємо, і як у нас там є план.
Не завжди ж працює то, що пише книжка. Ну, ловкость рук і немножко ума.
This went viral.
Треба бігти, да.
So this clip went viral because that little pistol he had is a net gun. You could shoot, a little net comes out of it, wraps around the FPV, and basically sets it off, or at least drops it. But there was too much in the way. There were branches, different parts of this housing area. There was too much in the way. So finally he just like said, F it, he threw it, pulled up his rifle, and just smoked it. He had a clear line of sight. This is a perfect example of how there's no one-size-fits-all approach to drone defense. I've seen so many comments throughout my time here in Ukraine in my YouTube videos, which are people with really good intentions. They say, why haven't they made net guns yet? Why haven't they made anti-drone net guns yet? This is a very good example.
Треба бігти, да, або щоб була там непогода, там туман, там дощ, сніг, да. Ну і чаще всього це все типу, вивозиться там на яйцях, на фарті. Тобто, ну таке там великий процент, бо якщо типу, ну, не ризикувати, то не буде там результату того. Під різну задачу, тобто ми беремо там різне обладнання, там, це теж там зависимость там, скільки днів там ця задача, там, наприклад, ну, розраховуємо там воду, їжу, БК, складність там завдання, там кікімори,
Плюс погода, пора року теж.
екіпіювання, да. Ну, тобто все, взимку там при температурі мінус там 20, тобто задача з тривалим терміном, тобто рюкзак важить там до 30 там, кілограмів, плюс броня, там, каска, зброя, БК в броні там.
A lot of people ask me, especially in our Discord, if you're not in the Discord, jump in it. A lot of people ask me what should they be training for as far as how much weight to put in their rucksacks when they go on marches or rucks while they're training. This guy just said they in winter it's a minimum of, or he was saying 30 kilograms in his backpack, which is what, over 50 pounds, I think.
Поездки, речі, ну таке. Взимку тяжкувато воно переносити все на собі. Да. А влітку, я думаю, там до 15 кілограмів.
Влітку треба більше води брати.
Half the weight in the summer.
Саме головне, щоб влітку, щоб була вода і БК.
Ну і плюс, що, типу, зараз добре, що є в нас розрахунків бомбарів, ті, що помімо там задач там убити там піра, чи розвалити там хати, чи окоп, що вони нам допомагають, тобто з водою, їжею. І це вже полегшує там, ну, наш рюкзак.
Sorry, I'm pausing a lot so I could kind of translate this, even though it's translated here. I want to explain because it doesn't translate very well all the time. They were explaining in that portion there how in the summer you can carry light, you can pack light, but the most important thing is water. And they are basically, one benefit that they have is that the bomber drones, vampire style drones, Baba Yaga style drones, can deliver water, food and water for them so they can pack even lighter. So that's basically what they explained. I wanted to share with you guys, almost every mission I went on this last summer, we had to have water dropped in for us, because the truth is you can't carry enough water for the amount of time you're going to be out there doing your task. If you went out for a day, maybe you pack 2 of these 1.5 liter bottles, boom boom, into your day sack, maybe you got your camel pack filled up. But when you're out there for 10 days, 11 days, there's no way you can carry enough water, so you need to rely on these bomber drones. And one thing, there was a mission that we were on where we weren't holding a position, we were taking positions, and but we were pinned down in an area for almost 48 hours from artillery fire. We ran out of water, and we had to have the drones drop water off to us overnight. And what they have to do, so the drones don't get shot down, they have to drop them from a certain height. And if you drop full 1.5 liter water bottles from a different height, from a certain height, after a certain height, they just explode. So they have to open, before they send out this water, the people who package it up have to open it, drain about half of the water, close it, and squeeze all the air out of it, basically. So when it falls, it's basically just like a crumpled plastic bottle. So you're effectively, if they drop you 6 of these bottles, you're effectively getting 3 of them because there's only half in each. It's a lot of effort, but I think there's other teams that have figured out better ways to pack it to where that's not always the case, but that was standard for us.
треба ну, дуже велике желання, щоб було. Да. Ну, от, я до війни взагалі там у мінус 22 градуса грів машину, щоб поїхати в магазин на 1,5 кілометра енергетика попити. А зараз, ну, как би, 15 пройшли, та й можна і поспати в спальнику мінус 22.
Можна і пройтись.
Да, я думаю, для цивільного це головне там, ну, повторюсь,
саме головне
бажання, да, не боятися, що там війна, там, ну, мене там уб'ють. При адекватному, ну, підході можна і воювати, і вбивати там підроб. Не бояться, що да, ну, тебе там уб'ють там, чи ще щось.
Просто багато цивільних панічно бояться війни, бо вони думають, що їх перший день там вже вони потраплять в окопи, їх там застрелять. Ну, війна трохи вже інша. Тому.
До окопів ще дойти треба.
Робота наша, вона ніколи вона там не повторюється. Там кожний напрямок, там кожна задача там різна. Ну, тобто воно там цікаво там тим, що ти не сидиш там, ну, тупо в окопі і не приймаєш там на себе там всю там арту там. Трошки там хапнув там.
Трошки спався, там хапнув.
Да, трошки і підкидав, то есть, да. Ну таке, ходимо, да, путешествуємо.
Ми тільки зайшли, виходить, забурились на хаті, ну, сутки до розвідка. В принципі, все було нормально, поки не почали кидати посилки. Запікала чуйка, я взяв чуйку, подивився, що летить FPV-шка з красним скотчем. Получається, ложу на стілець і в цей момент відкриваю так, ну, вікон там не було, я відкриваю так шторку, дивлюсь, пір. Ну, сука, це так швидко було, він хап і втік. Ну, спалилися. Понятне діло, що полетів Мавік, потім роз'їбали 2 хати, потім вийшли, і то знайшли, і гепнули їх. Коли заходили в підвал, Пітер скинувся. І, виходить, він, коли досилав патрон в ствол пішов боком. І він заклинив. І не змог зробити постріл.
Хочеться, щоб діти потім теж проходили це саме. Це саме головне. Тому що комусь прийдеться все одно це робити.
Чим більше ми вб'ємо підерів, тим менше їх потім буде на наступні покоління. Дякую за увагу. Лайк, репост, підписка.
So that was that was more of like a, I don't know what you would call that, kind of like a panel discussion about what their job is, but still cool, man, because we, like I said, we've watched these guys a lot and they do some really good work. Hold on, let's watch the end of this.
Лайк, репост, підписка. Джолі Роджер Тім.
Jolly Roger team. What time are we at? Yeah, that's cool, man. I think so. These guys were all civilians before. Well, they say that they were civilians, right? But it sounds like the two on the left, the guy in the middle and the guy on the left side of the couch, were a part of like this resistance fighting in the like 2014, 2015 time. The other guy, the big guy on the right, call sign Top, he was working for IG, or GE. Gosh, I don't know. He said it, but anyways, he was saying what makes a civilian into a soldier is the will to fight and protect his country. And that also helps with the fear. If they have that internal motivation of I need to protect my family, my people, my country, my land, then they become good soldiers. If they don't have this, then they don't last very long, or they're too scared to go on missions and stuff like that. And that's a good point, man. You see that a lot in the foreigner realm of fighters, because no matter what, you're not going to be able to get that same sense of motivation as you would as if somebody was attacking the USA, for example, and you're going to fight till your very last breath to hold your ground and protect your family. Your family, and for most foreigners, your family and friends and whatnot aren't in Ukraine, right? So you have to pull from a different area to motivate yourself, and it's hard to do. And a lot of foreign fighters that come out here, well, I'll call them foreigners that come out here, after they go on their first mission or two, they realize the extent of the danger. They realize there's a high probability of them getting killed or brutally maimed. And they realize their initial motivation to come out there is not strong enough to top that, I suppose, that fear of the combat situations. So you see that so often, and I don't blame anybody for that, because you simply don't know until you're in it. Everybody has their own perspective and idea of what combat looks like, and then combat in different theaters is different. This is not anything like the Middle East, right? So when I may have some experience here in Ukraine in combat, if I were to go to the Middle East, some skill sets I'm sure transfer, but it's a whole new world that I would have to learn. And that's for somebody with experience. For somebody with zero experience, coming here in the first place, in my opinion, is heroic. You are doing it. You're following your heart that you know to be true, defending people who need help. That's an honorable thing to do, in my opinion. If you end up on a mission, or you're starting to get close to that deployment time, or going on operations, and maybe you do get on a mission, or not quite, but you realize, I don't think this is for me. That's okay. There's a lot of other work that you can do. You don't have to be door kickers like these guys. You can do all kinds of stuff. So that's actually really important for foreigners to understand. All right, guys, that's all I got. Again, please like, share, subscribe. We got more content coming, baby. I love you. See you in the next one.